I'm representing for the old folks, the bold folks, the trailblazers that had nothing but cards and dice. These baby video game masters, they can sit and cry, 'cause we were skinning oaks before you was a gleam in your daddy's eye.
So I think rather than going on a glass hunt, instead we're going to take advantage of this time to get set up for some of the things that are coming in our near future. So the first thing I'm going to do in order to do this is I'm going to take some of our limestone rocks. I think, let's grab about 5 or 6 of them here. And I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to drop it in there with those limestone rocks. And as you can see over here, what I get is flux, and I want 20 of them. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I'm going to set those aside. And then I'm going to come up here and just grab like another 20 or so. How about a full stack? That'll work. There we go. And pull that on out of there and pull that on out of there. So I'm going to just take the extra flux and stick it there in the chest. And now I am going to get in my inventory here. We're going to take our saw and put it in here. We're going to stick some boards in there and convert them. There we go. And we are going to take them and we're going to go like this. And there you go. See, that makes a barrel. And we do want all 4 of them. Plow. Okay. So I'm going to place these. We'll place one here. Oops. Barrels. And one there. One there. And one there. Now, we are doing good. We can only do this one at a time, so there's really no point in picking them all up. I'm going to grab a barrel. I'm going to go out to my water source. I'm going to right-click the water. And you can see I'm burdened, so I've got to pick that up, put it in my back slot, and away I go. I'm now going to take that barrel and from my back slot, put it back into my inventory, and place it. I'm going to right-click it, and I'm going to take the 20 flux, and I'm going to drop it in there. Kablam! Come on, go in there. Oh, unseal, sorry. My mistake. Here we go. So we need 20 flux in that barrel, and as you can see, it instantly became lime water. We're just going to seal that lime water right there. We are going to break the next barrel and pick it up, and we're going to do the same thing. I had to drink some water. Get on over here, and we're going to take it from our back slot into our inventory, and we're going to place it. Now this one, I am going to take and I'm going to drop some oak logs in it. As soon as I pick them back up, there we go. I believe it should only take 1. Oak, hickory, birch. I think all of them will work, but we're going to seal it. Yes, there we go. So when we seal it, we'll see that the output will be tannin. Now, the reason I've done this is because if we have hides, we can soak up to 20 large hides in this lime water. We will then wash them in fresh water and scrape them, and then we will soak them in the tannin, and it will turn them into leather. So that's what those are about there. That's why we have those filled and ready to go like that. We're going to take this barrel right here. We're going to break it and pick it on up and repeat the process. There we go. We're going to unseal it. Ooh, and do something about our drinking situation. Much better. There we go. And away we go. All right, so now we've got 1 barrel free here for either solid storage or for liquid storage. I'm just going to leave it be for right now because we have daylight coming, and that means it is time soon to go and make that search for sand, and we need to get ourselves in motion. I have made an extra shovel. I've made sure that I have a hammer and a chisel. Also got some extra axe action going on. Got my bones with me in case we run into any dogs. We can try to tame them. And we've got a little wood with us. And before we go anywhere, the last thing we're going to do before we leave is we're going to take some sticks and some lumber, and we're... Isn't that the right way? Or is it the other way? Maybe it's the other way around. Hang on. What I'm trying to create here is a sluice. There it is. Okay, so it's a sluice. We're going to grab this sluice and we're going to take it with us. We are going to, we touched briefly upon the chisel, and one of the things I may have forgot to mention with the chisel is that, wow, now that is a heck of a opening. Oh, this is where I hunted cows. I know where I am. This is where I hunted cows. Okay. So actually, we're gonna keep going. But I may not have mentioned it, but for both the hose and the hoe and the chisel, you use M to change modes. Here we go. So we're gonna get ourselves the sand that we need. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to start digging along, I should say, until water no longer flows. Okay, and once we get to the point where water no longer flows, we're going to dig down 1 and 2 and 3 and then 1 at the last end there. Now the reason we have done this is so that we can put our sluice to work. We're going to right click, we're going to shift right click, I should say, on the block just past the end, and there you go. We now have our sluice. Now what do we do with our sluice? Well, we're going to take our shovel and we're going to grab some of this gravel right here. There we go. Grab that. And getting that in our hotbar, we're going to come to the end of our sluice, and we are just going to toss that in there. 1, watch it disappear. 2, and it disappears. 3, see, it does not... Oh, no, it did disappear. Okay. If we right-click the sluice, you'll see that it says soil 50/50. There's water flowing through it, and basically what it's doing now is it is going through in the same way as when we panned by hand, except we have a higher possibility, number 1, of locating gems, and number 2, it can sit and do this independently while we work on other things. So for instance, we can come over here and be all about getting our sand, and it can be over there. I believe you can throw either sand or gravel in it. Gravel, I believe, has a better opportunity to get something out of it. Let's come on over and see what we got. Anything yet? Nope, nothing yet. In fact, I think what we'll do is when it's time, we'll actually throw some sand in. So, might have room for it. Yep, looks like it. Yep, that brought us up near 50. And basically, this is just going to sit and chug. Okay, so while it's sitting and chugging, we need to locate some stone right around here. There should be some close by somewhere. There we go. That's stone down there. See if we can maybe dig this out a bit and get to some stone. No? Okay. Well, just come over here and keep tossing some in. There we go. Toss one more. Oh, okay. Toss another one. How are we doing here? There it goes. And still nothing there. Okay. Well, let's go over to this stone, and we are going to go to our chisel. Now, with our chisel, again, we have our, on the right-hand side of our hotbar, you see the first block, which is for polishing, and if I right-click this, see, it polishes it. If I hit M, it'll take us to the next one, which is for doing stairs. M again will take us to slabs. We can do 8 slab sections off of a block. And then we have one that allows us to actually do little bitty blocks and do sculpting. But what we're interested in right now is the smoothing. So we're going to come over here, and I'm just going to right-click these blocks. Let's see, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's a dozen. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is actually trying to get us some raw stone as well as some polished stone. So let's see here. Once we have polished these, if we break them, we can pick them up, just like that. Because it's limestone, it's breaking relatively quickly and easily. And you'll notice that I've kind of set it up here so that I'm leaving behind some of the raw stone. And I'm actually going to take, come on, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And I might as well do that one too. Because what this is actually going to get us is, if I knock this stone out, when I break the stone underneath, because it's been completely relieved on all sides, it will give us a piece of raw limestone. And that piece of raw limestone is very important because we need that for some of our future crafting. So as you see, what I'm actually trying to do is take out polished blocks around unpolished blocks so that I can get us some of each. And I'm just going to keep working on this while we've got the chance. Let's go over and see. Toss anything else in there? Anything for us yet? Or are you being cheap? It's being cheap. I hate when they're being cheap. Okay, let's see. There's our sand. That should keep that going. We'll get back over here working on this. Really hoping it'd pull us something interesting, but so far nothing. There we go. There's another piece of raw. And this should give us another piece of raw. There we go. Polish that one, pull it out, polish the one underneath it, and pull it out, and that should give us another piece of raw. There we go. And if I just break them instead of polishing them, you'll see what we actually get is we get the limestone stones. And actually I need some of those, so I'm just going to let some of those make their way like that. Alright, so I have fought my way through the night and stayed on the beach here and kept feeding this sand. I'm going to feed it some more sand here. Come on, there we go. 2. Okay, that one's staying. So let's check. Oh, there it just went. Let's see if it's picked anything up. Oh, there we go. Alright, so chipped amethyst, 1 diamond, and a flawed tourmaline. So there we go. That's not bad at all. So as you can see, it's slowly but surely, it's more likely to pick up gems than it is to pick up ores. And that's the biggest thing to know about this. Now, in the vanilla version of TerraFirmaCraft like this, there's not much to be done with gems. But in the extended TerraFirma stuff, where there's recipes that actually use the gems, this could be very, very useful. But it takes a lot of waiting around. Now, what you can do, as long as you leave a line of sand in between them, you can have multiple sluices and you can set them up in a row. I recommend against it because what you'll do is go through all the trouble of digging everything out and getting everything set up and throwing everything in almost no time at all. It'll tell you that it's been panned out. Whereas with this, even though it takes longer, I do seem to get better results when it comes to the actual items, you know. But nice to have a diamond. Nice to have a diamond. Alright, my friends, I am on my way back to the homestead. I continued to use the sluice on that spot until it said that it was overworked, and then picked up the sluice and started heading home. We actually came out pretty good with some gems. We got 1 diamond. I'll show you what all we got here when we get back home. Oh, hello, Hot Springs. And get back to the hut here. But the odds are real high that our charcoal is all done. We're about to find out. All done? Oh yeah, all done. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our shovel here real quick. And pop that. Yep, there we go. That's charcoal. There we go, guys. You see? We break it out in layers. Just like so with the shovel. And we'll have to dig to get out of here, but as you can see, it just busts it up into layers of charcoal. And we are going to be able to use this to start our forge. Oh, there it went. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself another shovel, and I'm going to finish harvesting this charcoal. And when I am done and have got myself up out of this hole, I shall return. Alright my friends, I have dug up all of the coal, and in the end it gave us 51 pieces of coal, which is absolutely magnificent. Now as you can see here, like I said, it got us a diamond and a flawed beryl, flawed tourmaline, chipped amethyst, and chipped agate. But what we're going to do right now is work with the smooth limestone and limestone. So first things first, we're going to take the smooth limestone, and far enough away that we're not going to burn down our house. We are going to do this. Just like that. Now what I am doing is I am creating this space with a chimney. And while it's not necessary to what we're doing, by creating this chimney like this, what it will do is it will allow us to operate this in the rain, because we will be able to actually put a trapdoor on it when we get up top. You're going to have to get a ladder or something eventually, but right now all I'm going to do is just use this gravel. So hopefully it can get us up there. There we go. And we'll leave it at that. And then, having gotten that part of it taken care of, everything's settled there. Okay, well now what we're going to do is we're going to take our charcoal and we're going to get it in our hand. I'm going to hop up here, and I'm going to right click in there, and I'm going to right click until it fills up completely. That's not right, my friends. That is not right. To the best of my knowledge, I should be able to just fill this up with coal, and I should be able to ignite it, and it should create a furnace for us. I have to check and see where my mistaken notion is. And I had 8 pieces in there. I am sure that that is the way it is supposed to be. I am sure that is the way it is supposed to be. I should just be able to ignite that. There we go. Okay, let me just throw that on there. If that does it now. No. What is the darn deal here? Everything else that can be ignited, you've been able to ignite with the torch. But not this, huh? Something tells me there's shenanigans going on here. There it goes. Good Lord Almighty. Alright, I should be able to put that right there. And now, we are back to what we're supposed to have. Alright, if I right click the fire, it's going to open this interface. Alright, we're going to take it's coal that's going to be used as we use this. And so we're going to load it up with coal. I'm also going to take and load it up with sand. And now we are going to just relight it. Now that we've lit it once, relighting it will be very easy. And there we go. Now that it is burning, as you can see, the coal is what's making it go. And very, very quickly, it is going to start making us glass. But apparently, yeah, I'm not sure what I had done wrong. Maybe it was I had the wrong kind of material underneath it. But the temperature should be raising fairly quickly here. One of the things we will be able to eventually create is a bellows, which will allow us to raise the temperature in something like this much, much more quickly. Just check, make sure we're not getting creeped up on here. There we go. There's our glass. Oh, don't be a pain in my butt now. But that is how we make glass in a hurry. Now, of course, this is not the only way to make glass. We can, of course, make glass in a normal fire, but we can only do it one block at a time. So this is going to ensure that we're able to do this very rapidly.